You're listening to Canal Street Radio.
How's your day going?
It's going all right. I'm driving back from Vegas. We were there for Mother's Day, so driving on the boring long road back to LA.
To LA from Vegas, it sounds very fantastic.
It's awful. It's so mundane. It's just a long stretch of nothingness. Pretty mountains, that's it. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's been a bit of a rainy, dull day here in Manchester. You shall see that for yourself.
But you have Affleck's Palace, so you're lucky.
True, very true, very true. So you're coming to Manchester soon?
I'm leaving tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. Are you going to London first, or?
No, love, I'm going to Belfast first to visit friends, and I'll be staying in the shaft until Saturday when I go to Glasgow, and then after then, I'm going to Paris for 2 days, and then I finally get to London town. I can't wait.
Fantastic. So are you having like a slight tour? You're going to Manchester and London?
If it were up to me, I would hit everywhere, like all the big gay spots in England. I would hit Brighton, I would hit Birmingham, I would hit Leeds and Liverpool, of course. Hi, Liverpool. I would hit, all the big gay spots I would love to hit. So this is my first go-round, and these were the clubs that reached out first. So I locked these dates in. They were the hungriest, and I get excited about people who want to see me and who love what we do and love our show. So those are the people that I locked in, and I had to close off after a certain time so I can do the proper promotion for those dates, Because GAY came in last minute, but we couldn't fit it in, so I'll have to come back and do the other cities, like some of the cities that I mentioned. I would love to do Newcastle. I would love to do Essex just because I'm obsessed with British television and I watch Geordie Shore in the only way is Essex.
I've seen it on your Twitter, but you're quite obsessed with Geordie Shore and Towie, aren't you?
I just like, and it's not even, people, a lot of Brits will tweet me and say, why do you love our trashy TV? But I like the good TV too. To me, trashy TV is good TV.
I agree with you, totally. Why do you think Drag Race has been so successful?
In general, I think it's a success because the time is right. We've been such a kind of suppressed society with not trying to ignore everything on the outside when really this has been going on all along. And people have tried to kind of push not only the drag community, which is the most ostracized section of the gay community, but push the gay community as a whole, try to keep us underground and try to keep us suppressed and keeping us down. And I think it's not like that anymore. It's now a celebratory, and people are seeing drag as the actual viable, real art form that it is. And the reason it's a hit overseas is because who's got a better sense of humor than my British family? I mean, Brits get it. Brits and Australians, I think, have the greatest, most twisted sense of humor, and that's where we're massive over there. And the irony is we're not yet even broadcast in the UK,
But you have to watch it on YouTube or via like Netflix and things like that.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what shows me personally the passion that the UK has, England specifically, but of course Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland, all of the UK has so much passion and love for what we do. It just goes to show everybody that what we're doing is right, and we get it, and they get it, and everything over there is tongue-in-cheek. They have a cheeky sense of humor and absolutely understand and completely comprehend what we're doing.
You've got 74,000 Twitter followers. Does that help promote the brand? You're quite close to your Twitter fans, aren't you?
So are you asking me if I run my own social media? Of course! Absolutely. I have such a strong voice that for me, my husband says, why don't you have somebody blog on because I blog too on my website. Also, World of Wonder, our production company, I blog on a WOW report, but I blog on my own website. And he says, well, why don't you have somebody guest blog when you're traveling? And I hold on to it so tightly because it's my voice. And I feel like my voice is so specific and so strong that there are a few people maybe that could do it, but it wouldn't be authentic to who I am. So I run my own social media, and quite honestly, I don't understand why celebrities who are real celebrities, let's say Jennifer Aniston or whoever, why would they have Zac Efron doesn't run his own Twitter account. Why have a Twitter account if you're not going to run it yourself? Isn't that the point?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. No, totally, totally. It just becomes fake otherwise, doesn't it?
Yes, and I don't like that. Like, I want to talk to the people for better or for worse, but I get a lot of shit too, you know? But A, I can handle it. B, I don't care. But that's kind of the point. But it also is the point why a lot of celebrities don't like it, because they're insecure or because they're not ready for the ramifications of what they say or do, and they don't want to face the reality. You know what I mean? So that's why some people, I forgot somebody, a celebrity who said that she was on it once. Oh, Sarah Jessica Parker. She was on it once, and then I canceled it. She was like, the amount of hate, like, I received in one day was, like, soul destroying. So, yes, it takes a special person to be able to handle it, and it takes a lot of self-work.
Speaking of your voice, I have got two fan questions here for you from two big fans. One is called Richard, who's a good friend of mine, and he says,
okay.
Who has been your favourite contestant on Drag Race?
Ever?
Yeah, ever.
Well, that's really difficult because the first two seasons, you know, I wasn't a judge. I came on in season 3, and it's really difficult for me to pick one because so many have offered me so many different love affairs for different reasons. That's like Sophie's choice. That's like choosing, you know, which one of my kids is going to live or die. And I could never, you can't do that. It's like when somebody says, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite song? What's your favorite sitcom? I can't ever pick a favorite because everything offers different things. You know what I mean? Like I loved Raven in season 2 so much, but I loved Jujubee also. In season 3, I loved Carmen, I loved Raj, I loved Manila. I love Manila so much that it's like I can't pick just one. I know it sounds like a pageant answer, but honestly, that's the truth. I can't.
I thought that might be the answer, actually. Jamie asks you, you're quite an outspoken character. Do you ever hold back and self-censor yourself?
I do. Believe it or not, I do. That's a good question. I am really outspoken. I try not to hold my tongue. The only time I do hold my tongue is if I feel what I'm about to say is not helpful and it's just mean. I remember, for example, in All Stars, we've only done one season of All Stars so far. I remember Chanel came out in a dress that was ill-fitting, really tacky, and just wrong for her. And I appreciated it so much more because she was living, like she was living in that moment. She felt so fabulous and so regal. And I even though in my head I was like, girl, that is so wrong for you on so many levels, I didn't say a word. And Santino said to me after judging was over, they didn't use it, but he said to me, I can't believe you didn't comment about the way the outfit fit, the way it looked. And I said, you know what? She was feeling so amazing about herself, so self-confident in that moment, so beautiful that for me to say something would have just been mean and not helpful. So I'm not mean despite what people think, Billie-Jean. I'm not mean just for the sake of being mean. I am honest to a point, maybe to a fault, but I'm honest so they understand what it is I'm trying to say, and they could fix it. So next time when they do it, it's perfection.
Speaking of honesty, who are your role models?
In life?
Yes.
Well, Madonna. The end. No, look, Madonna's been my idol since I was a baby, and there's not many people that I idolize now. I mean, I think Rue is definitely on that level, but he's like my soulmate, my best friend, my everything. But I idolize him in many ways, mostly for having the strength and the balls to endure what he's endured and to keep pushing forward and moving ahead and being a pioneer. And, there's a lot of, Madonna was another one, and Marlene Dietrich was another one, and, Pat Benatar was another one. Like, the list goes on, and they all seem to have the same kind of running theme of really strong, ballsy, bold women who are willing, Bette Midler, who are willing to put themselves out there for the sake of their art and their passion.
Do you have like a personal mantra, a kind of thing which you live by, a kind of way of life?
Are you asking if I have like a mantra that I live by?
Yes, for you. Yeah.
Well, I have 2 daughters, and I try to instill the whole treat others the way you want to be treated thing. And because it does come back, the whole like attracts like, and whatever you put out to the universe, you're going to get back. I really believe in that because I find that to be true. The way I live my life, I try to be good to every person around me, and I want good to come back. I also think honesty, not just to people around you, of course that's important, but most importantly to yourself, because I think a lot of people live their life not being honest to themselves. So they end up in relationships that they're not happy with, thinking, oh, this is fine, I'll take care of myself after the kids are grown, or, you know, or they're in a job that they hate. They hate every day waking up and going to their job. But instead of changing it, because they're not being honest with themselves about their misery, they're just kind of going through the motions. So instead of waking up one day and going, you know what, I can't do this one more day. It's so destroying. What am I going to do to change it? Instead, they just keep doing it and doing it. So I try to live every day as honestly as I can with myself. For better or for worse, it doesn't always work. But that's what I try to do.
What do you know for sure?
In life?
Yes.
Well, that you can't go back. So you can't live your life looking in the rearview mirror. Regrets get you nowhere. Worry gets you nowhere. One thing I know for sure is that everything you do, whether you fail or you achieve, is a lesson learned. And that's so important because so many of us will say things and we'll do things and it keeps replaying in our head. And I see it happen with my own kids over and over. And it's like, you have to move forward because that moment, it's done. You're not going to get a chance to replay that moment, but you will get a chance to do it again in the future. So let's look that way instead of in the rearview mirror, and let's try to make ourselves better every day. So one thing I do know for sure is you don't get second chances at life. So you got to keep doing it.
Keep going forward.
Yes.
What advice would you give the 13-year-old Michelle?
Oh, God. Love yourself more. Respect yourself more. Don't worry so much about your body image. Don't worry so much about what people think of you. That's the most important. Stop worrying what people think about you. And RuPaul said it the best. He said, what people think about you is none of your damn business. And that's the truth. And at 13, it's the hardest thing ever. I have a 14-year-old daughter and a 12-year-old daughter, and I can tell you the hardest lesson ever is for me to try to tell them, stop worrying what people think about you because it doesn't matter. If you try to tell a teenager that it doesn't matter, it matters so much to them. Now, I, at my age, know that it really doesn't matter, but that's a huge concept for a child to understand. If you can learn how to focus that love on yourself and worry about what you think about yourself, then you'll realize it really doesn't matter. The people that are making fun of them, the people that are loving them, the people that are hating them now are going to have nothing to do with their life in 10 years' time.
I love that, and I'm writing it down. Finally, how do you keep looking so damn fabulous?
Oh, darling, I've made a deal with the devil many years ago. It's a lot of hard work and paint and pulling and pripping and teasing.
Share your secrets with us.
You know, and the funny thing is, the only secret I've ever had is, and again, I've started my kids on it early too, is moisturize, 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 and you must clean your skin every night, whether you're a boy or a girl. Don't go to sleep with makeup on. I understand a drunken night here or there, I get it. You wake up and your pillow's covered with your face from the night before, I get it. But in general, so important to take your makeup off, stay hydrated with pure water, and moisturize, 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 moisturize. Eye cream, eye cream, eye cream, eye cream. That's the most important lesson you can learn to take care of to keep your youthfulness. Look, there's cracks showing. I don't do Botox and all that, but trust, I may be making a visit to my friends in Essex when I'm over there, since they know the most about it.
I love it. Right, well, I'm going to let you continue your journey to LA.
Am I going to meet you when I come to Manchester?
Yeah, I'm going to try and get over to Pop Curious to see you there.
I would love it.
Yeah, well, I'm actually DJing that night as well at a different club, but I'm going to try and get there as well to see you. So there you go.
Where are you DJing?
I DJ in a gay club called the New Union, which is one of the oldest gay clubs in Manchester. So
Fabulous. Well, we're coming a day early so I can go to Affleck's Palace
Right.
and go shopping around. Any place else I need to go?
With loads of great eating places in Manchester. We've got loads of new restaurants and new bars and stuff, so you should go and enjoy yourself for sure. And hopefully I'll see you at Pop Curious.
Well, I can't wait to meet you, sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, love.
It's been a pleasure. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.